Hi there, my name is Sirish Prajapati. My student ID is 225532034, and today I'll be presenting the explanation of task 8.1c of SIT232. So here we have the my stack here. We have this T as a placeholder. So instead of this T, we can write anything, any class, and the stack will act according to that class. So I have written my stack as an account. So wherever I have T, it will change that automatically as an account and do the operations. Then we have a few methods here in the my stack. We have the push method here. So inside the push, we are like pushing an element into the stack, and then first we are checking the if the array is full or not by comparing top element and the length of the array -1. So we are checking that if it's equal, then we are just resizing the array size using resize, and then after resizing we are like pushing those elements. So first we are incrementing and then pushing that item into the stack. So if the array is like of length 2, then we are like first incrementing into it as an array of length 3, and then we are pushing that item into the stack. As in top up, we are like first checking if the stack is empty or not. If it's empty, we are just throwing an exception. If not, then we are just removing one element. The peak is like similar to the pop. Inside this, we are first throwing an exception if it's empty, and if not, then we are just reading the first element. Then we have the find method. Inside this find method, we are first scanning all the elements. We are checking if it's returning true, then we are stopping those scanning, and then we are returning that element. If not, then default it will just print null. And if you have like printed or pushing null into the criteria, then it will just throw an exception here. Find all means we are just reading all the elements, and we are getting all the elements which returns true, and then we are adding that into a list, and then at last we are converting that list into an array, and then we are just printing those array. And if it does not have any true elements in it, or elements which returns true, then it will just return null here instead of an empty array. So for the remove all, we have two things here. First, we are just dividing two elements, which elements return true and which elements return false. We are like storing those into a different variables. First as the kept one, in which we store the false elements, and in the remove one we store the element which returns true. So at the end we are just removing all elements which return true, and then we are creating a new stack, and then we are just storing those kept element into the new stack. Then we have the max one. Inside the max, we are just comparing. First we are just declaring that the top element as a max element, then we are reading the whole element list or whole stack, and then we are updating if we found any bigger number than the previous one. Similar concept in the minimum one. We are just declaring as the first element as a minimum, and then we are scanning the whole stack, and we are checking if the element is like less than the previous one. If it's then we are just updating that minimum one. Yeah. Then we have this simple account. Inside we have name and balance. We have a few methods as in deposit, withdraw, and then compare to. We are just comparing the balance of the previous and the other one. And we have this tester thing. Inside the tester we can see that my stack and D. So I have used account as an instead of D here, and all the operations are performed as an account. So I have did savings as in $500, and then credit card, check, and all the I have pushed all things. I have find these things, and then I have few tests here as well. So we have the test for the null criteria. We have this test for the min max and remove all, and I can show you how it's working. So here you can see that we have the stack loaded. We have find first account, and then we have find all account, which is like 2 accounts. We remove 2 accounts, and then we have find max and min between those accounts, and that's all. Thank you for this task. Thank you.